Ah, gosh. Luckily, it has already been like 15 minutes goes. I forgot to turn on the recorder. Okay, so Tia, I turn on your microphone, okay? Keima. Iya kah? Iya nih musim hujan nih. Halo? Oh no. Halo?
Putus nggak denger.
Yeah, that's true. The connection is too bad. I cannot hear you. Oke. Kalian yang lainnya dengar suara saya putus-putus nggak? Tidak ya. Kadang-kadang hilang. It's difficult then to speak. Okay, I know. Putus-putus kan? Yeah. So I think, I don't know, maybe the connection is just too bad. What about if we now skip the speaking part and then we are going to reading part? Kalau reading kan bisa nggak harus itu kan, nanti jawabnya juga bisa dari teks gitu kan. Kita ke reading aja dulu ya. Nanti speakingnya kalau misalnya connectionnya stabil. Halo. Okay, this is the reading part. Kita reading aja dulu ya. What is there in the reading part? Identify the structure of narrative text. Oh, narrative text. Identify meaning information in narrative text. Reading and understand narrative text. Okay, so in reading part, we're gonna learn about narrative text. What is narrative text? Teks narasi. Gampang kok namanya aja yang susah. Teks narasi itu cerita yang ada alurnya, yang ada sekuennya, itu narasi gitu ya. So, nih, activity 1-nya, like, do you enjoy reading? Yes, sure, but depends on the reading, right? Kalian suka baca nggak sih? Tergantung yang dibaca. Kalau bacanya paper mah nggak suka gitu kan. Kalau bacanya jurnal juga nggak suka. Kalau bacanya novel, ayo. The following is a list of different type of story. Use your dictionary to check the new word. Okay. So, there is fable, superhero, folktale, adventure, science fiction, fantasy, and legend. Yuk, di antara semua ini, tahu nggak kalian? Fabel itu kayak apa? Superhero kayak apa? Ceritanya. Adventure kayak apa? Contohnya apa? Coba satu-satu. Ada yang tahu fabel itu apa? Fable? Bahasa Inggrisnya fable, bahasa Indonesianya fabel. Apa itu fable? Ada yang tahu apa fable? Aduh, kok kalian nggak ada yang jawab toh? Saya lemah kali kalau ngajar sendirian ini, macam orang gila ngomong sendiri. Mau dijawab, nggak tahu Miss. Mendingan kan? I think my connection is very good. Ayo, ada yang tahu nggak fabel itu apa? Cerita tentang hewan. Good. Can you answer it in English, please? Lagi dicari Miss, sebentar. Yes, so fable is the story which the character is from animal. Anybody can give the example of fable? Any of you can give me the example of fable? What kind of dongeng? Contoh fabel apa yang kalian tahu? Cerita mustahil. I know, like, cerita mustahil tuh pokoknya. Oke. Fiksi itu, tunggu dulu. Mustahil itu artinya kan nggak mungkin ya. Ya, fabel memang mustahil. Superhero juga mustahil. Folktale juga banyak yang mustahilnya. Adventure kadang-kadang juga mustahil. Science fiction apalagi. Hayalan mustahil. Fantasy juga mustahil. Legend apalagi. So, what is specific meaning of fable? Tadi dijawab cerita tentang hewan gitu ya. Cerita bukan tentang hewan, cerita yang karakternya itu hewan. Tia, Putri Salju. Is there any animal in Putri Salju? But I think Putri Salju is human. Jadi Putri Salju bukan itu ya. Bukan fable ya. Lia, cerita animasi. Kayak apa? Shinchan juga animasi loh. Doraemon juga animasi. One Piece, si Luffy, si bajak laut, topi jerami itu juga animasi. Cinderella itu manusia kan karakternya. Tunggu. Fabel. Kita sekarang ngomong masalah fabel ya. We are talking about fable. So, fable is, tadi udah ada yang menyebutkan. Fable is the story which characters are animal. Fabel itu cerita-cerita yang karakter-karakternya binatang kayak gitu. Nah, betul ya si Kuswanti, si kancil yang cerdik. Oke. Apalagi contoh fabel? SpongeBob. I know SpongeBob is an animal. But I'm not so... Oh yeah, I got to realize this. Is SpongeBob fable? Keongmas. Keongmas tuh Keongmas. It's Timun Mas ya yang itu. No, bawang merah, bawang putih itu kan karakternya manusia yang namanya bawang merah dan bawang putih. Tunggu dulu deh, saya ulangi lagi ya, ini saya ulangi lagi. Fabel itu cerita yang ya kancil dan kura-kura kayak gitu. Fabel itu cerita yang karakternya tuh binatang. Ya like kancil dan kura-kura. Terus apa lagi? Apa sih kalau di dongeng tuh yang Turtle and the Rabbit? Ada kan cerita fabel Turtle and the Rabbit? Kan ada cerita kura-kura sama kelinci. Nah, itu juga contoh fabel. Sheryl. Tunggu ya. Halo Sheryl. Sheryl. Aku di dom ya. Kamu di mana? Di S. Kalau nanti jam 11 gimana Sheryl? Nggak apa-apa. Oh iya, aku di ini soalnya. Aku di dom. Makasih ya, sorry ya. Oke, itu contoh fabel ya. Cerita tentang binatang. So, how about superhero? Do you know the story about superhero? What is the example? Contohnya apa? Spider-Man, Superman, good! Yes, Superman, Spider-Man. What else? Wonder Woman, Batman, Iron Man, Flash, apalagi Power Rangers, Hercules, Sailor Moon. I think it's Sailor Moon. Dengan kekuatan bulan akan menghukummu. Is Popeye superhero? I think Popeye is just the superhero for Olive. Okay, that's superhero. How about folk tales? Ada yang tahu folk tales itu apa? Ya, cerita rakyat. So, can you give me the example of folk tales? Angling Dharma. Yes, that's true. What else? Maling Kundang, yes. What else? Sangkuriang. Can you give any folk tales from I don't know, but it's okay. Gunung Tangkuban Perahu, okay. Yeah. Lake Toba, okay. That's a lot. Yeah. Yeah, Kidul. Yes. You know, we are raised by the folk tales. Rawa Pening. Okay, so you know like a lot about folk tales. What about adventure? What is adventure? Adventure apa? Petualangan, yes. Can you give me the story about adventure? I don't know. Yeah, 5 centimeter, that's good. The adventure. Okay. you know, I was expecting the answer like around the world in 80 days, the journey to the center of Earth, or whatever, like those written by Mark Twain. and then you are coming out with Dora the Adventure. Okay. Okay. What? Kuliner? No. Please no. Please no. Walaupun jalan-jalan makan, tapi itu bukan cerita adventure ya. Then you come up with Bolang, right? I know. And then my life, my adventure. It is not that what I mean. Okay. But I don't know. We cannot limit the literature right now because, you know, people are more creative. It's just like teaching in the past. People just teach in the front of the class and then the students were there. But now people are doing teaching and learning just in front of their laptop just right now. So can I say like this is not teaching? It's the same way in literature. Like in the past, people were thinking the literature is supposed to be written in the text and then you're supposed to read it and that's it. But now you can enjoy literature by watching movie, by watching theater, or maybe like a reality show. Petualangan Sherina. Yeah, Petualangan Sherina is a good example anyway. Yeah. So I don't mind if you say like Dora the Explorer for the example of adventure story. It's okay. Okay, then science fiction. Ada yang tahu science fiction? What is science fiction? Fiksi ilmiah. Good. So give me example, please. Yes. And then what else? Is Harry Potter science fiction? I don't think. Harry Potter. Star Wars, good. Yes, what else? There is a very classic science fiction like long time ago is, oh my god, I forgot the title. Oh shit, I forgot the title. Okay, anyway, if I remember I will tell you. Frankenstein, yeah, Frankenstein. Yeah, it's like very classic science fiction, Frankenstein. Okay, now fantasy. Fantasi, cerita fantasi, fantasy. Any of you wanna give the example of fantasy story? I was thinking fantasy stories, yes, like Hayalan, it's like fairy tale. Yeah. Anyway, all the story is fantasy, but like fantasy is like really like daydream. It's fairy tale here. Can you give example? Contoh dongeng. Apa contohnya? Before you mention a lot, like Cinderella. What else? You know, like fantasy story is like people are imagining that after the difficult part of life, then there will be happily ever after. It's like that. That's fantasy. Yeah, it's okay. Romeo and Juliet, Sleeping Beauty. Mm. Actually, Romeo and Juliet is tragedy. I mean, like part of tragedy. It's drama, tragedy. But it's also fantasy. It's okay. Hah? Robot? Kok iso-iso ne? Yeah, it's like Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, 1001 Night, the story of 1001 Night, and then Little Mermaid, Titanic. Titanic is also a tragedy, you know, like it's 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 not happily ever after. Aladdin Jasmine, yeah, Aladdin Jasmine is, yes, Jasmine, Snow White. Okay, okay. Next is legend. Any of you want to give the legend? Yeah, legenda. I've already mentioned about what I expect. Ah, is, yeah, okay. Tangkuban Perahu is legenda. Personally, I don't think. I don't think. What is actually legenda? Legend is actually legend. Legend is the story made up by people to, like, to explain to people how a thing is happening. For example, if now you see, yeah, if now you see the, you know, like back home in the middle of river there is a stone and people name this stone as batu pengantin, then people will ask, like, why this stuff, why this stone called batu pengantin, and the people start to make the story, the legend, and the folk there will say, like, you know, a long time ago, these stone were the human. They are a couple who got married, and but because of something wrong, then they were cursed and becoming the stone. Yeah, it's like the legend of Malin Kundang. Malin Kundang is also the same. Like, they find a stone in the middle of the sea, and then they say, this is Malin Kundang. What's wrong with this guy? This guy is like very cruel to the mother. He didn't regard his mother as the mother because he's getting rich, and then he doesn't want to admit that this poor woman were his mother. It's like that. That's legenda. So anyway, all this kind of story, fable, superhero, folktale, adventure, science fiction, fantasy, legend, whatever was written, was told narratively. So that's what we're going to learn. Narrative. Cerita bernarasi gitu ya. That's what we are going to learn also in this part. So let's see the example below. Then you guess whether this story is fable, superhero, folktale, adventure, science fiction, or fantasy or legend. Okay, the first story is Bear in the Barnyard. Bear in the Barnyard. Okay. So, the story of Bear in the Barnyard is what? from the title you can guess already what is it about. Not what is it about. What kind of narrative story is this? Beruang di kata. Yeah, so is this okay, good, we win. This is a fable. Okay. Ayam berkokok. And then the next story is Under the Bed. Ini cerita apa nih? Fantasy? Yeah, this is fantasy. There is nothing under the bed. Okay. So besides this part of story, you also know a lot of a lot of narrative story, like what else? For example, like in general, you're gonna have what's so called prose. So prosa gitu ya. Itu ada novel, ada cerpen, ada apa lagi? Novel, cerpen, ya kayak gitu. So you also have what's so called poetry. Ini puisi kayak gitu kan ya. Ini bagian gedenya gitu ya. Terus ada juga namanya drama. Ini bagian gedenya. So what we are learning right now is like the genre of literature is like adventure, science fiction, folktale, legend, fantasy, crime, detective, superhero. Yeah, it's like that. And then I don't know, do you like reading fiction? Do you like reading novel? Because from the example you mentioned to me before, I didn't find that you tell me like the literary text except Harry Potter, but I'm pretty sure that you are watching Harry Potter instead of reading the text. So did you read any literature, literary work, novel, or whatever? Laskar Pelangi. So, okay, Laskar Pelangi. What genre is that? Ceritanya tuh bergenre apa? Laskar Pelangi. Huh? No! Please no, Laskar Pelangi is not science fiction. Laskar Pelangi loh, nggak ada cerita robot-robotannya, nggak ada cerita lab-labnya, nggak ada perang-perangan yang tuhnya. Laskar Pelangi itu bener-bener cerita manusia gitu, perjalanan hidup manusia. So, what genre is that? Yeah, it is adapted from reality. You can Google it if you. Ada yang tahu apa genrenya? Drama? No. Laskar Pelangi itu bukan drama. Laskar Pelangi itu novel. Novel bergenre, bergenre apa? Pasti kalian cari di Google ya. Saya juga dapatnya kok drama ya. No, it's not. I don't know, kenapa di sini nih yang lebih banyak disebutin tuh itunya ya, filmnya ya. No. Fiksi populer. Genre fiksi populer. Pop fiction? Could be. Kalau kata Google itu pop fiction katanya. Popular fiksi. Anyway, setelah Laskar Pelangi, apalagi ada yang baca ini enggak? Dewi Lestari, tulisannya Dewi Lestari. I think part of Supernova is actually science fiction, but it's not really clear science fiction. And also, yeah, Supernova is more about the adventure of somebody. I don't know. Ada yang baca Supernova nggak? I don't know. I find on Facebook like many worker, roman. Many worker write, but I don't know what they read. I mean, like, if you want to write a good thing, you should read a good thing, right? Okay. So, kalian baca cerita apa aja nih? Contoh novel-novel yang kalian baca apa? New Moon. It's from... Tunggu. Cerita apa tuh namanya? New Moon, Eclipse. Oh my god. Hah? Oh, Twilight, yes. Yes, Twilight. Ya, and Chicken Soup. Oke. Kalian beneran baca Twilight? Nggak nonton ya? Naruto Never Give Up. Oke. Apa tadi baca apa? Saya pernah baca nikmatnya selingkuh Formosa termasuk Manabis. Oh, it's popular fiction. So, from what you read, what kind of story do you like most? Dari cerita-cerita yang pernah kalian baca, cerita dengan genre apa yang paling kalian suka? Horror, good. Okay. What else? Folktale. Okay. Oh iya po, tirnya ngeri po. Kalau misalnya itu dimatiin aja dulu nggak apa-apa. Drama, okay. Novel. Novelnya genre apa? Novel kan banyak. Cerita-cerita apa nih, Ning? Rurouni Kenshin. Kenshin yang film kartun itu kah? Yang apa sih? Satunya Naruto tuh. Pendekar Samurai. Beh, ya. Ninja Hattori. Okay. Yeah, that's coming. Slam Dunk. Okay. Any of you read crime detection? Any of you read the story about detective? Okay, yeah, Manjada Wajada is also the novel. But my question right now is, any of you read the detective story, like crime detection? Ah, Detective Conan. Yeah, I love Detective Conan too. What else? Any other crime detection you read? No? Okay, it's okay. Okay. Anyway, after we know like a lot of type of the story, the narrative story, why not just now we read the story entitled Three Foolish Sons. Three Foolish Sons. Any of you want to help me to read aloud? We're gonna read this story and then we're gonna Answer the question below. Siapa duluan tuh tadi tuh? Rasahani. Oke, Rasahani ya. Mana pertamanya? Nih. Oke. Rasahani dulu ya. Halo.
Hello.
Ya. Can you help me to read?
Halo teman-teman. Ya, nanti kalau udah bagus tolong didengarin. Saya coba untuk membaca.
Yeah, okay. You can start.
A rich man who had 3 sons. He lives in a large house in the town of Kent.
Wait. Wait.
Is that? Oh, from the side.
Yes. Under the picture, there was a rich man who had 3 sons.
I just see this. Saya nggak lihat di atas misalnya jadi cuma di tengah garis. There was a rich man who had 3 sons.
Yes.
So saya ulangi lagi.
Inje.
There was a rich man who had 3 sons. They lived in a large house in the town of Ketung in northern Taiwan. One day he said to his sons, You are no longer children. You must do something to earn your own living. When I die, I am not going to give you every much money. I started with nothing and made a fortune by working hard. You must do the same. Now, here is $200 for each of you. It will start your own business. The 3 sons went off separately. The elder son made a hunter. He thought that hunting would be fine. So he bought a gun from him for $200. Son made a basket maker. He bought a set of tools from him so that he could make a basket. The third son met a doctor who told him that he had a medicine which could cure all diseases. He bought it from him for $200. When the rich man heard what his son had done with the money he had given them, he was very angry. What stupid son I had, he said. One day, the eldest son tried to shot a fly on his father's forehead. He killed his father. The second son picked up his tool and tried to repair the damage to his father's head. The third son tried to cure his father with medicine, which he had sick for. Everyone said that the 3 sons were very foolish. They had spent all their money uselessly.
Okay. Thank you. I was...
It's finished?
Yes. I was surprised that this story was taken from favorite stories from Taiwan. I don't know. Okay, so thank you.
Thank you, Miss.
So after reading the story once, do you understand what the story about? Yes? What about the other? Tiga laki-laki yang menyedihkan. Yeah, that's the three foolish son. Okay, so any of you? So we have already read the story, right? So now let's do the activity 4. Okay, so pretend that you were one of the sons of the rich man in the story entitled Three Foolish Sons. What would you do with your money? Okay, so what would you do? Anyone want to answer? I can turn on your microphone and you can talk. So if you were one of the three sons, and what will you do with the money given by your father? Ada yang mau jawab? Nanti saya buka mic-nya. Oh, okay. So you need to read it once again? Okay, tadi siapa yang mau baca ya? It's okay. Tadi kan yang udah baca Rasahani. So now is Nining Christina, okay? Nining Christina. Tadi di antriannya Nining Christina ya. Lama kali ini loading. Halo. Iya. Okay, you can start reading. 1, 2, 3.
novel. The second half is called Life. The next novel. The third half includes other workbooks, 51 days, doing nothing. There's another one thing,
Ya,
bacanya nggak keluar.
it's okay. You just need to practice. Suaranya sayu-sayu, datang hilang saya dengarnya. Okay, anyway, thank you. So, you got the story already? Paham gak ceritanya? Maaf, Miss. Ini kumpulkan di mana? Oh, yang belum kumpul tugas yang minggu lalu dikirim aja ke chat Facebook saya ya. Nanti saya copy. So, about this story. Paham gak ceritanya apa? Paham gak ceritanya tentang apa? Is it about hunter? Is it about superhero? I think this is about folk tale, you know, like cerita rakyat aja ini. Tapi enggak, mereka anak tiga ini nggak durhaka ke bapaknya. They're just stupid, you know, they're just fool. I was waiting, everybody is typing. Cerita tentang pemburu. Ayah yang kaya raya punya 3 anak laki-laki, dikasih uang untuk coba berbisnis. Tapi, ya bener ya rasa Hani. Dikasih uang suruh bisnis. Terus, Tapi uangnya salah gunakan. How they misuse the money? Everybody is typing and I'm waiting. So how did they misuse the money? Seorang tuan kaya memberikan 3 anaknya uang. Kemudian anak pertama berburu, beli senjata, beli keranjang, dokter ya mau memperlukan anaknya. Dan saat mendengar apa yang dilakukan anaknya membuat ayahnya marah. Oke. Good. And lalu panjang kali kayaknya yang diketik nih. Sampai gue ngadat banget nih. Oke. Anak pertama dapat burung tepat di hadapan ayahnya. Anak kedua ngambil semua peralatan untuk menurunkan kembali kepala ayahnya. Anak pertamanya tuh nembak lalat di kepala bapaknya. Tapi malahan nembak kepala bapaknya, ya kan? Terus anak yang tukang bikin keranjang tuh pakai alatnya untuk memperbaiki kepala bapaknya. Yang ketiga ngasih obat ke bapaknya. Akhirnya bapaknya meninggal. Iya. Yeah. So, okay. So my question is, if you were one of the sun, what will you do with the money? Make some business. Okay, what kind of business you gonna do? What kind of business, Gia? Sell fruit. Okay. What about the other? If you were one of the kids, what are you going to do with the money? Okay, sell some fruit or vegetable. Buka warung pecel. Oh, my question is, if you were one of the sons, what will you do with the money? Go to school and learn hard, finish and find good work. Okay, that's a good idea. What else? What are you going to do? Yang lain mana nih pendapatnya? No more comment? Gak ada pendapat lain? Nah, buka bengkel, okay. But they are full. Tapi dia kan bego. Mereka kan bego. Mereka nggak bisa ngapa-ngapain. Kalau buka bengkel, siapa yang kerja? Ternak ayam. Okay, that's a good idea. Okay. Itu ya. So you will never buy the gun to be a hunter, or you will never buy the stuff to make the basket, or you will never buy the medicine which can cure every disease. Now, me personally, I don't know if I have rich father. Oh yeah, anyway, I told my father, if you were rich, father, I will be a doctor. Even though I have to be fucked up studying, but I will be a doctor, I said. It's just because, yeah, my family cannot afford me if I'm going to be a doctor, but if they can, I will. But I don't know, but actually I'm quite happy they're not rich, so I'm not a doctor. I can't imagine I end up my life to be a doctor. Oh my god, I will die soon. You will never buy a gun. Yeah, me too. I will never buy a gun. Okay, let's continue. Now, if you are the rich man, what will you do with your money? And you have to face the condition like your son do. If you are the rich man, if you are the father, what will you do? Mendidik anak benar. Yeah, I agree with you, but I don't know. You can even educate your kids even though you are not rich. Walaupun kalian nggak kaya, kalian kan tetap bisa mengedukasi anak kalian. Iya kan? So the thing now is, he is rich. Maybe he doesn't have time to educate the kid. So that's why the kids ends up very stupid. So, if you are the rich man, what will you do with your money to your son? Masukin ke pondok. Yeah, that's a good idea. But people in Kilung will never go to pondok pesantren. First, you must teach them about religion. Oh, okay. Ah, okay. I agree with an idea. It's a good idea. Bring them to the very tough life people, like very people living in the poverty, people living in the in the poverty, poor people, and then let them learn from these people, right? How tough the life is. Actually, it's not like what you find with me at home. Everything is there, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's the story. The first story. So, if you after reading this story, can you guess what genre of the story is that? Genre cerita di atas tadi apa? Ayo. Apa genre ceritanya? Any of you knows? Is it legend? I don't think it tells you about something like the origin of something. I don't think it's legend. No, it's not novel. Novel supposed to be like this thick. Yeah, that's folk tale. Itu cerita rakyat ya. Itu kan cerita rakyat. What is the function of folktale? Gunanya folktale itu apa? The folktale actually want to show people that if somebody doing something, the result will goes to himself. So for example, like this story, Okay, like in folktale, actually, the function of folktale kan cerita rakyat, cerita tentang rakyat gitu kan. So the function of folk tales is actually they want this they want to show people about what's going on, about the message of what of the action that people take, the message to learn. For example, kayak cerita tadi itu mau cerita apa sebenarnya? They want to show people, guys, even if you are a rich man, don't forget to educate your kids. That's the message, right? Your money will be useless. How much money you have will be useless if your kid cannot manage it. So see, this father has already, has already worked, earning money, worked so hard during the life, but he ends up having a foolish son. It's not his son's fault totally, I think. It's also part of the father's fault, because the father didn't educate, didn't teach the kid, right? Money is not everything, but remember, everything needs money. Okay. Wait a minute. Anna, I will be like this, like until half an hour, like 30 minutes left. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Okay, can we continue to the next text? Who wants to help me to read the next text? Fortune teller is also Tini. Is also a story taken place in Taipei. I don't know why these people take the story from Taiwan. Hello.
Hello.
Okay. So, can you start?
Hello. Okay. In the great city of Taipei, there lived a man, Kathleen, and his wife. They had no children. Because of this, they were very unhappy. One day, they found a baby boy outside the door. He was wrapped in a blanket and crying. They locked the baby in their house and called him Charlie. They loved him very much. When Charlie was a young man, a fortune teller came to the house. "You must send your son away," he said. "One day he will become a thief and cause you a lot of trouble." Mr. and Miss Green, we were very sad to hear this.
Okay.
They believed what the fortune teller said. They kept selling some clothes and money and sent him away. Several years later, Saling was having a meal in several miles from Taipei. He put his bag on the floor near his table. After finishing his meal, he picked up his bag. The strike he took, he felt so happy. He looked inside. It was full of small gold bars. Then he realized that someone had taken his bag by mistake and left another bag in its place. That evening, a young man came to the cabin. Has anyone seen my bag? He asked. Saling was very hard. He returns the bag to him. The young man thanked him. You are really very hard, he said. I shall ask me.
My father.
Okay.
Ask my father. Belum selesai dulu.
Father to give you a job. The young man father was a rich merchant. He gave Saling a good job. But go home first, he said, and take a holiday. Saling returned to Taipei. Mr. and Miss Lin were delighted to see him again. The fortune teller was also present. Saling told them what had happened. The fortune teller did not know what to say. He left the house without saying a word. Mr. and Mrs. Lin never believed in a fortune teller after.
Saling
locked the letter and they were happy and connected until
the end of their life. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Do you understand the story about?
Every text ini dibaca nggak bisa.
What?
Hah?
Apa? Belum maksud. Oke. Nining said belum maksud.
Maaf.
Okay, it's okay. No worry. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Tini.
I shall ask my father to give you a job.
And? What are you gonna say?
The young man was a rich merchant.
Okay.
He gave Saling a good job.
Okay.
But go home first, he said.
Okay, wait.
And take a holiday.
Are you asking a
Calling the two I pay Mr. and is leaving were the land to see him again. The
Okay, I think the connection is just too bad.
fortune teller was also present.
Oke, haha. Nggak perlu di itu lagi. Siapa? Tini. Nggak usah dibaca lagi, nggak apa-apa. Okay. So there's the story about the fortune teller. So you see, like from this story, they like in a story, normally they have the structure. So like the first paragraph is like the orientation. What is orientation? It's like pengantar gitu ya. Awal ceritanya, latar belakangnya is orientation. And then kalau sudah ada orientation, nanti ada complication. It's like the problem of the story yang terjadi di sini. So in this story, what is becoming the background is like there is a couple living together. They are rich, but they don't have kids, and they are unhappy. So this is the background. Until one day, they find a baby crying in the front of their house, and then this baby was wrapped by the blanket and lying in the front of the house, and they take this baby. It's like very lucky, right? They don't have kid, and they got the kid. So after this happiness, the fortune teller said, this kid is this kid will bring you unluck. They will be the thief in the future, and then this kid will be this kid will make a trouble to you one day later. So because this couple believe too much on the fortune teller, so they just give up this kid away. But when this kid grew up, and then this kid was an honest kid, this kid is very honest. He find the gold, but he was surprised, and then another guy comes saying, "Do you find my bag?" "Oh, this is it." Okay, and he returned the bag to the guy, and then the guy said, "Oh, thank you, you're very honest. I will give you a job from my father." And then this little boy come back to the home, and then said like, "I got a job because I was just returning the bag contain gold to the owner, and this guy gave me the job." And from that way, that's the resolution. And the father, the family finally never believe in fortune teller anymore. Okay, so what genre of the story is this story? Genre ceritanya apa ini ya? Ada yang tahu nggak? Fantasy? I'm quite agree to you. This is fantasy because just fantasy. Who will give back a bag of the gold to the owner? like in the real world, nobody will return the bag contain the gold to the owner. Fortune teller. Fortune teller tuh peramal. Fortune tuh keberuntungan. Teller tuh tukang bilang telling, teller. Jadi fortune teller tuh peramal keberuntungan. So, no, ya peramal. This is not science fiction at all. Any of you know the genre of this story? Yeah, it's also still folk tale. Yeah, this is folk tale. So, actually this story is meant to tell people, don't believe in fortune teller. He's human too. Like, our destiny is not depending on what fortune teller said, right? So this is a folk tale too. Okay. So this story is, you see, like if you write a story, in a story, normally they have orientation at the very beginning of the story. Jadi kalau cerita itu ya strukturnya standarnya, walaupun nggak semua cerita kayak gitu. Standarnya ada latar belakangnya, terus ada masalahnya. Setelah ada masalahnya apa? Terus tuh ada resolusinya, ada pemecahan masalahnya. Oh my god. Wait. Okay. By the way, saya ada ini nih, ada yang harus saya, kan kelas kita harusnya kan selesai jam 11 kan, gara-gara tadi terlambat masuk fisiknya. Itu sebenarnya bukan salah saya, karena kelas kita dipakai sama kelas lain, makanya sekarang kita pakai lain kelas paket B. So I really have something to do right now at 11 dan saya udah terlambat 5 menit. So kita kelasnya stop sampai sini dulu ya. Kita lanjut minggu depan. Sebenarnya saya mau kasih tugas, cuma nanti aja lah. Nggak usah aja tugasnya dulu, nanti aja. So I really need to go in a hurry. So I'm so sorry. Thank you very much anyway. Yeah, see you.